Morning, friends. Today we shall talk on the second last set of the laws of 48 laws of power. That is, today I'll be talking on law 43, 44, and 45. The law 43 says, work on the hearts and minds of others. In insurgency environment, every soldier is taught the first lesson, winning the hearts and mind of the people. This philosophy is in absolute consonance with this law. The law says, work on the hearts and mind of others. Coercion creates a reaction that will eventually work against you. You must seduce others into wanting to move in your direction automatically on their own. A person you have seduced become your loyal pawn. All the way to seduce others is to operate in their individual psychologies and weaknesses. It further says, soften up the resistant by working on their emotions, playing what they hold dear and what they fear. Ignore the hearts and the minds of others, and they will surely grow to hate you, my friend. There's an old story. You all must be knowing or must have heard it somewhere or the other. The story of a sun and the wind, sun and the north wind. सूरज और हवा में ये शर्त लगी कि कैसे इस जो एक मुसाफिर जा रहा है इसको हम बरहना कैसे करें, इसको हम कैसे कौन इसको अपने कपड़े उतारने पर मजबूर कर सकता है. Who can force this traveler removing his clothes? The high winds laughed to the sun and she said, it's very simple. Just watch. And it started blowing. Harder the wind blew, जितनी तेज हवा बहती थी मुसाफिर उतनी ही ताकत से अपने कपड़ों को जोर से पकड़ लेता था. Ultimately the wind lost. And here then the sun comes. He said, now look and see. थोड़ी सी गर्मी बढ़ाई. पहले तो उस मुसाफिर ने अपनी पगड़ी उतारी, थोड़ी और बढ़ाई तो उसने अपनी जैकेट उतारी, और जब शिद्दत की गर्मी हो गई तो उसने तमाम कपड़े उतार कर पास ही एक तालाब में नहाने के लिए डुबकी लगा ली. माई फ्रेंड, दिस स्टोरी conveys only one lesson, that persuasion is more effective than force. The men who have changed the universe, remember, they have never gotten there by working on leaders, but rather by moving the masses. Working on leaders is the method of intrigue and only leads to secondary results. Working on masses, on the other hand, however, is the stroke of genius that changes the face of the world. In the game of power, my friends, you are surrounded by people. I have witnessed in my Uttar Pradesh assembly elections when I was fighting and conversing. I have learned the greatest lesson. That is in the game of power. You are surrounded by people who have absolutely no reason to help you or support you, unless it is in their interest to do so. And my friend, remember, if you have nothing to offer their self-interest, you are more likely or surely you are going to make them hostile. Law 44. It says, disarm and infuriate with the mirror effect. The mirror reflects reality, but it is also the perfect tool for deception. When you mirror your enemies doing exactly as they do, they cannot figure out what the hell is your strategy. The mirror effect, my friend, it mocks them, it humiliates them. And that forces them, making them overreact by holding up a mirror to their psyches. You seduce them with illusion that you share their values by holding up a mirror to their actions. You teach them a lesson then. Few can trust the power of mirror effect, my friend. There are basically four kinds of mirror effects in the realm of power. The first is called as the neutralizing effect. It simply means that do what your enemies do. Replicate them. They can never be able to see what you are up to. They will never be able to understand your intentions. They will be instead blinded by this your mirror effect. The second is the narcissist effect. What is narcissism? You fall into love with your own voice or face. This effect is simply the ability to mimic another person, not physically, but psychologically. And you will mesmerize him. They will fall head over the heels on you. The third effect is called the moral effect. You simply mirror what other people have done to you in a manner that you make them realize what you're doing. What you're doing to them, exactly what they did to you. Replicate their actions done to you, tit for tat. And in that manner, and make them realize that they are guilty of doing something wrong. The moment you make them guilty there, they will be considering you. They will mellow down. And the fourth and the last effect is, my friend, the law says, is the hallucinating effect. Hallucinating effect is simply creating a perfect copy of one object, a place, or a person. The copy acts as a dummy. People take it as a real thing. And this is, my friend, is the deceiver's mirror. The law 45. The law 45 says, preach the need for the change, but never reform too much at once. And this law is, I think, the most aptly and most in a letter and a spirit is adopted by the politicians of the world. Everyone understands the need to change in the abstract. On the day-to-day level, people are creatures of their habits. Your too much innovation is traumatic and will lead to revolt, my friend. If you are new to a position of power, or an outsider is trying to build a power base, make a show of respecting the old ways of doing things. And remember, if change is necessary, make it feel like gentle improvement, simple, a gentle improvement on the past. Remember always, this law says, ultimately, the great majority of mankind are satisfied with appearances, not with the realities, my friend. Preach big things. Preach the need for change. But don't start actually acting upon what you preach. Thank you very much.